And despite being awarded millions, she has yet to see a penny. And now some worry that that is what could happen to the Nassar survivors.
Do you try to stay pretty optimistic?
I try, but I fail too often.
You fail too often, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think you fail.
I can't do it.
Dr. Elizabeth Ostendorf now spends her days at a Lansing rehab facility. But just 3.5 years ago, she was conducting research for Michigan State University. Her boyfriend, now one of her caretakers.
It's kind of a complete 180 to what you've done before, where you're independent and now you're dependent. So I think that was the hardest part, right?
In October 2014, her life changed in a catastrophic way. A truck belonging to MSU, driven by a MSU student employee, ran over Elizabeth.
She sees him at the last minute, and she tries to get out of the way. She moves to her right, and he just continues to back and knocks her over, and she falls to the pavement, and then the rear wheels of the truck run over her head.
Doctors didn't think she would survive. And her attorney didn't think Michigan State would drag out her lawsuit as long as they have. Elizabeth is here on a visa from Germany. Because of that, MSU determined she's not eligible for workers' comp, but their insurance company, United Educators, argues she is. A judge awarded her $7.5 million last year, but she hasn't seen a penny because United Educators refuses to pay MSU's claim.
You talk about the old adage, adding insult to injury. This is a great personification of that. It's a horrible personification of it.
Because realistically, they could step up and pay it.
They absolutely could do that. They should do that. Michigan State's got to make a decision. What is the right thing to do, and do it. And if they are at odds with their insurance company, then fight it out with their insurance company.
Target 8 found United Educators has been in the news before, currently at odds with Penn State University. PSU settled with Jerry Sandusky's victims, only to have United Educators deny $42 million in claims. Because of that track record, we asked if United Educators would be the same insurer involved with the Nassar litigation. An email statement said, "It is not appropriate for us to speculate on any potential settlement." But interim President John Engler referenced the insurer while answering questions about the Nassar litigation earlier this month.
As Penn State found out, sometimes insurers don't pay. They're still trying to track theirs down. The one place that you don't go, because it's restricted under law, are endowment funds. That will not be how they're paid for. So it will be, students and taxpayers.
If it's all true, then United Educators becomes the common denominator in cases where students and members of university communities were victimized and had to fight tooth and nail for justice. That's wrong.
The grim reality, though, is that no amount of money can ever rewind the clock.
That was a trust fall. You can't be angry all the time. Right now it's more like frustration and being, in general, like worried about the future.
I think it's accepting that my life plan changed.
Accepting that your life plan changed?
Yeah.
Now, to make matters worse for Elizabeth, her visa expires in a few months, so it is possible that she'll have to leave the country before seeing a penny. Now, as for the Nassar litigation, interim President Engler said that he hopes to reach a settlement by the end of the semester, but he also spoke in front of lawmakers in Lansing, saying that the current Nassar-inspired bills moving through Lansing has thrown off their negotiations. Brian.